Hello, and welcome to our third of 6 information sessions on the topic of industrial hemp for Indigenous businesses. In this information session, we will be talking about the nutrition of the hemp seed as a food, the several different uses for hemp seeds, how to make money with hemp seeds, and some more government regulations. These information sessions are brought to you by the Indigenous Chamber of Commerce of Ontario, in partnership with the Taykwa Tagamou Nation of New Post Reserve. My name is Keith Wilson, and I'd like to talk to you today about industrial hemp seeds. As we discussed in the previous presentation, industrial hemp can be used to create thousands of different products. We learned how growing hemp can help the environment, and we learned that there are seed plants and fiber plants. Today is all about the seeds and the products you can get from them. The grain, or the seeds, can be transformed into many products with proven benefits and have been in use for centuries. Hemp seed is a nutritious food. It can be consumed directly or used as an ingredient to produce a variety of food products such as hemp milk, hemp cheese substitutes, and hemp-based protein powder. Hemp seeds have a mild, nutty flavor. Hemp milk is made from hulled hemp seeds, water, and sweetener. As for protein, there is hemp-based protein powder that is made by grinding pressed hemp seeds into a fine powder. It has an earthy, nutty taste and is often added to shakes or smoothies for an added kick. The grain has historically been used as a nutritious food because it contains many essential nutrients, such as zinc, iron, folic acid, phosphorus, magnesium, and is low in saturated fat, cholesterol, and carbohydrates. You probably recognize some or all of these, but if you don't, your body needs these to function properly. What else makes hemp so nutritious? Hemp seeds contain all 9 essential amino acids, making it a complete plant-based protein. It is naturally rich in omega-3 fatty acids, vitamins, and antioxidants. It also contains more protein per gram than beef, chicken, eggs, cheese, or almonds. Hemp seeds can even be roasted and are widely sold as a nutritious snack. The crushed seeds, called pomace, that are left after the hemp oil has been extracted, along with the whole seeds, can then be ground into a powder and sold as a plant-based protein. New products, such as Beyond Meat, use this plant-based protein as their base ingredient. Not only can hemp seeds serve as a nutritional snack, but they also contain an oil that has many uses on its own. Hemp was a strategically important crop as a source of lamp oil and lubricants before the advent of fossil fuels. The introduction of these fossil fuels started a revolution where more efficient fuel sources were being sought after. However, drilling for fossil fuel oil can be harmful to the environment and can be a little too messy. Hemp seeds contain approximately 30% oil, which is twice that of the gravel in the Alberta oil sands. This oil is extracted using the cold pressing process, such as used on other oilseed plants like canola, sunflowers, or olives. We will explain this cold processing process in the next session. Let's take a look at what else can be done with hemp oil from this point. After the hemp oil is filtered and processed, the oil can then be packaged and marketed as hemp seed oil. This oil has a large and growing foothold in both the natural health food and cosmetic markets. As noted previously,
Studies have shown that hemp seed oil has high nutritional value and a balance of omega-3, 6, and 9 fatty acids that are necessary for different systems in the body, like cell development, brain function, and nerve function. These essential fatty acids have also been shown to help protect against many chronic conditions, like heart disease, cancer, and diabetes. Hemp seed oil is used in many other places. We know it is used in the cosmetic industry. Hemp seed oil can also be used as a carrier for CBD, so that the nutritional benefits of the hemp seed oil and medicinal benefits of CBD can be combined. CBD made from hemp is one of the most popular types of cannabinoids and has been observed to reduce inflammation, convulsions, anxiety, and nausea. Some large chain pharmacies in the U.S., including Walgreens and CVS, have started to sell hemp products in their stores, and the projected retail sales of these products are predicted to reach $1.9 billion by next year. Let's take a look at what happens when hemp seed oil gets processed even further.
The oil can be further processed into a biofuel, either biodiesel or ethanol. However, making biofuel is a complicated and expensive process. Biodiesel made from hemp seed oil can be used in any conventional diesel engine. Research showed that hemp oil had a 97% conversion rate into biodiesel and passed all lab and emission tests. Meanwhile, the rest of the plant can be used to produce ethanol, or sometimes referred to as hempanol or hempylene. This type of fuel is created through a process called cellulosis. This involves fermenting and distilling the hemp to extract ethanol. The two proven commercial systems are either intensive biological or chemical processes operating on a large scale. As a carbon-neutral resource, the plant ingests carbon dioxide even faster than trees. Additionally, carbon dioxide emissions from biodiesel are reabsorbed through the process of photosynthesis. Thus, not only does it pull toxins from the soil, but it essentially scrubs CO2 from the air we breathe. When growing hemp, it returns approximately 70% of its required nutrients back into the soil. This means that it requires much less fertilizer to grow, and less fertilizer means less groundwater contamination or algae blooms. However, there are a couple of disadvantages that come with creating a renewable resource crop. Although the hemp crop is allowed to be grown, the infrastructure of producing hemp biofuels is not yet established. This creates a major complication to be overcome. Additionally, since hemp can essentially be grown everywhere, there is concern about the deforestation that is already happening in some parts of the world from other feedstocks. The biological process is basically fermentation, then distillation, just as in the facilities used to make ethanol from corn. The chemical process is used more in Europe, where energy is too expensive for the heat-based biological system. The European chemical process uses a highly controlled and monitored refinery to make the biofuel. To reach any level of efficiency, both systems must be of a large scale, consuming large amounts of raw materials and energy. Government subsidies are required to make them profitable. In Europe, biodiesel is viewed as a reliable fuel. As a green initiative, they are trying to reduce the amount of oil being used in the transportation industry. This can be done by reducing the carbon intensity of fuel, meaning the use of alternative energy carriers, such as biofuel. Also, energy security is an issue in Europe, so biofuels have received significant attention from their researchers and policymakers. A biofuel's life cycle emissions are lower than crude oil-based fuels, and biofuels are a renewable resource. It promotes economic development in rural areas, and the negative environmental effects of using competing fuels, including air pollution and oil spills, can be greatly reduced. The most important thing to remember is that the energy in biofuels is similar to that of liquid petroleum fuels, meaning they are nearly similar replacements. However, due to biofuels' inherent characteristics, such as congealing in cold weather, biofuel is not suitable as a northern fuel. It must be mixed with diesel fuel or kerosene to permit pumping, filtration, and combustion. The normal ratio of diesel to biofuel is 10:1. Any ratio with more biofuel requires continuous mixing and heating, which is expensive, to prevent stratification of the constituent parts. Finally, comparable sources of energy are relatively cheap and secure in North America, so biofuel cannot compete without government subsidies. Because of all the complications and costs involved in making biofuel from industrial hemp, the monetary incentive to farm hemp for biodiesel disappears. For this reason, at this time, the team at ICCO shifted focus away from biodiesel and towards other hemp oil products. The sales and marketing of hemp seeds and their derived products has become a lot easier in the online world. These sales and marketing efforts can be undertaken on a worldwide scope. The end product is relatively small compared to its value, so lends itself well to long-distance shipping to the consumer. Government regulations will apply to each product, depending if it is consumed as a food, cosmetic, or a pharmaceutical. In terms of CBD regulations, it is a controlled substance under United Nations Drug Control Conventions. As a result, CBD and CBD products are subject to all the rules and requirements that apply to cannabis under the Cannabis Act and its regulations. This includes CBD derived from industrial hemp plants. Furthermore, the industrial hemp regulations under the Cannabis Act set out the requirements for cultivators of industrial hemp. As of right now, cultivators of industrial hemp must grow the hemp varieties approved for commercial cultivation. An industrial hemp license holder may cultivate hemp to produce a number of different products. However, hemp producers may not extract the CBD themselves unless they also have a cannabis processing license. Thank you so much for joining me today for our talk on hemp seeds, our third of 6 information sessions. Hopefully, you've learned a little bit more about the nutrition of the hemp seed as a food, the several different uses for hemp seeds, how to make money with hemp seeds, and some pertinent government regulations. These information sessions are brought to you by the team at ICCO in partnership with the Taykwa Tagamou Nation. My name is Keith Wilson. Thanks again for joining, and stay tuned for the 4th session, which will be about industrial hemp seed processing.